Hey guys, Regan here, bringing you a question and answers video. Like I said on my Instagram, basically next time if your answer doesn't get if your question doesn't get answered, next time go to the Instagram and make sure you put your question in there, and maybe you'll be the one that I answer. I chose 10 today. So the first question was by M_Deresto. What's your training split like? Well, my training split changes all the time. During contest prep, I was doing, for the longest time, a 3-day split. So I was doing a chest, shoulders, and triceps, and then back and biceps, legs, and then repeat. So that's 6 days on, and then Sunday was off, and then I would repeat that again and again and again. And so I was basically 6 days on, 1 day off. I did that for like a long time, actually. I did that from probably when we started prep at 14 weeks out to about I would say maybe 4 weeks out, just because it started to get to be too much. The chest, shoulder, tricep workouts were like almost hitting 2 hours, sometimes over that, so it was a little bit too much. Now we switched to a 6-day split where I'm basically training. I mean, sometimes again, like I do things on the fly, so a 6-day split would be like chest on its own, legs, shoulders, back, arms, and then just repeat basically. So that's that. Question number 2. How many meals do you have before training and contest prep? And that's by Rick Meyer 20. Well, I have 3 meals before I train, and those first 3 meals have carbs in them. They don't have vegetables. They have carbs and protein and some fats. And basically after those 3 meals, and then I train, and then after those 3 meals, the next 3, so I have a total of 6, has no carbs in them. That also changes sometimes based on how I'm looking. Chris will add in carbs in my meal 4. Sometimes for a while there he was adding in 30 grams of olive oil to 2 of my meals after my workout, which was giving me a ton of energy. It was nice. Alright, yeah, that's for that one. Question number 3. How much sleep do you run on? Well, you might see in some of my posts that I look pretty tired. During contest prep, I'm kind of a go guy. I keep busy, and I don't like to sleep too much. I get about, I'd say, 4 to 5 hours of sleep during contest prep. This is due to I get super motivated when I'm on prep, and I'm also really hungry all the time, so I like to just go to bed, and I just basically I head to bed dreaming that the sleep's gonna go fast so I can wake up in the morning and have breakfast. In the off season it's a little bit different. I get about 8 hours of sleep, I would say, on average. This is just to take advantage of the growth of the off season. Sometimes, I mean, I might get more than 8, sometimes I might get a little less. Alright guys, question number 4 is by Fishy FTW. Fishy for the win. Alright. How strong were you when you first started lifting? It's a good question. It's funny, when I first started lifting, I always thought it was about lifting all the weight, like being super strong and just lifting the weight. I didn't even focus on, you know, really what muscle was I bringing up. I do chest and arms a lot. I don't think I even had a leg day when I first started lifting. When I first started legs, I had decided to do a show. I was 12 weeks out from my show and I started to do legs. So basically, to answer the question, how strong was I when I first started bodybuilding or working out, for instance, because I mean I didn't really bodybuild at the start. I was in grade 10. I first got my gym membership, and my goal was to bench press 1 plate. I couldn't do that. I could only do like maybe the bar and a 25. So my goal was to do 1 plate. By the end of grade 10, I had done it. I had accomplished the goal, bench press 135 pounds. By the end of grade 11, I could do 225 pounds, which was 2 plates. By the end of grade 12, I could do 315. And by my first year of college, I could bench press 4 plates. So every year, my goal was, and this is how I trained, this was my style, I always focused on the weight, and this is just for bench press, but it's a good example of everything else. I do the same thing for curls. I would want to curl 70-pound dumbbells, 80-pound dumbbells, like hammer curling hundreds. Like I don't do that stuff anymore. I used to train like lower reps for strength. Now I find to get the muscle growth, I train more hypertrophy, and that's helped more than anything. Question number 5 by Goods92. What does your off-season diet look like? My off-season diet is pretty crazy. Aceto has me eating a ton of food in the off-season. My regular day is, these are just rough. My regular day, I've added it up, is around 7,000 calories a day. That's a total of about 7 meals. 7 to 8 meals, depending. And then my cheat meal day, which I have every 4 days in the off season, is 11.5 thousand calories. 11.5K. They're crazy days. But I love food. I don't complain about food. I think it's a huge part of growth, and it's everything. If you can't eat big, you won't get big. Alright, question number 6 by Scott_Nading. What were your weak body parts when you first started bodybuilding? Okay, my chest. My chest was the weak part. And as we just talked about, I mean, obviously I could lift a lot of weight. I could bench press all day long. 315 pounds I could do for 10 reps. When I was in my first year of college, I could do 405 pounds for like maybe 2 or 3 reps. None of this helped me grow my chest at all. When I started lowering the weight, say 225 on the flat bench and doing 12 to 15 reps, super slow, controlled contracting, hard, hitting the muscle, just mind to muscle connection, that's when I started growing a chest. And not till, I would say, last off season, and maybe the one before that, is when I really started to learn that, because always my shoulders would take over when doing chest movements. Alright, question number 7 by Layerberg. Are the muffins that you eat fat-free or regular muffins? My muffins that I get are from Tim Hortons here in Canada. They're the best. Also, the coffee's the best too. I prefer the chocolate chip muffin. I just kind of keep it the same. Sometimes I do switch it up, but especially in the contest prep, when Aceto calls for a muffin, I always keep it the same by eating the Tim Hortons muffin.
So they're not fat-free.
And they are not fat-free. Alrighty, so next question. This is a good one by Justin JB89. How do you balance your career with your fitness goals, personal life, girlfriend, and family? I would say a huge part of this is the support system that I have from friends and family, and especially my girlfriend. She helps me out in every way. She also has the same interests I do in fitness, and we're very similar goal oriented, and it works out perfectly. The career that I chose is I'm an entrepreneur. I opened my own gym. I co-own a gym with my partner, Flexplex Canada. You can find us on Instagram. Gym's called Flexplex Muscle and Fitness, and we opened in August of 2015, 6 months ago. We've almost hit 400 members, which is awesome. We're doing well here, and I'm super excited for the future and to see where this gym goes as we hope to expand in the future and open up another one. Owning my own gym, it gives me the freedom. It's a lot of work, but it also gives me the freedom when the time comes down to the wire here for prep, where I can focus on my show and do everything that I need to do to be my best come show day. And that's basically by the support system that I have allows me to do that, and my friends and family that help out along the way. Thank you so much. Question number 9. Chocolate _ gorilla. Muffins. Topic is always the muffins. I get so many questions about the muffins on my pictures. I guess maybe because I'm always talking about them too. Why do you eat muffins during prep? And is it because you have a fast metabolism? Fast metabolism, yes. At this point, it's definitely firing crazy fast. Thanks to Chris Aceto, the real technician. Why do I eat the muffins? A, because Chris says so. B, the muffins keep me from peaking early. They also give me energy for my workouts at times when, carbs, fats, and proteins might be low. They help me fill out when I'm looking flat. So say I send my pictures to Chris in the morning and I'm looking flat, he might add a cup of rice and maybe 30 grams of olive oil and a muffin or something pre-workout, and it'll fill me out. It doesn't spill me over. Muffins work great for pre-workout. The muffins are always prescribed by my coach. I never just ask him for a muffin or say, hey, I think I need a muffin today, or nothing like that. He always tells me if I need one or not. Question number 10 by DK Potchka. Your lagging chest, how do you bring it up? Well, we did talk about the chest already. Like I said before, it's mind to muscle connection. Always my shoulders would take over before I learned how to properly train my chest. I find the biggest thing is lowering the weight, retracting my shoulder blades, opening up my chest, and really just focusing on the squeeze and hitting higher volume. So 225 bench press for me, I could do probably 20 reps, no problem. And if I did that 20 reps, five sets, I'd have an insane chest pump. My chest would be destroyed the next day, and that's how you see growth. So hypertrophy training is the way to go, guys, especially if you're bodybuilding. You don't need to always go for strength. Strength is good, but hypertrophy is better. Alrighty, guys, that's all for today. That's my 10 questions. Hopefully, guys, if I didn't answer your question, you can get in on the next one. See you soon.